It's a lifestyle, man. Walking that aligned, divine path. Listening to that authentic voice that guides us. Walking in the Word. It makes it a lot more simple to apply and take action, and you're surrounded by the right people. When you're working and building off the correct blueprint, work efficiently, work in an intelligent fashion. Don't waste your time. Get with people that know what's going on, know what they're doing, that have what you want. The lifestyle. Enjoy it. Fall in love with the process. You won't regret it.
Yes. Man, a little bit different. You're having it on the bar like that. Make the machine work for you, man. Yeah, stand up a little bit, right? Move around. You're not relegated to just how the seat is, right? And I don't have to, if it's not hitting on the handles, hey, grab on the bar. Move around, kind of have fun with it. Move and groove, as Jimmy says. All right, really get that extension. Move so you're hitting where you're trying to hit. Don't just do the movement. That's something I had to learn. For many years, especially when I was younger, I was lifting too heavy. I was not lifting efficiently, not focusing on mind muscle connection, time under tension. Man, I haven't arrived yet. There's a lot more to learn. These are just some basic principles that I found that helped me to kind of get a little bit more gains, get a little bit stronger, and also not hurt myself. Because, man, if you're laying on the sidelines, you're not training. You're not growing. You're just kind of getting by. So do the things that are smart. Live smart, eat smart, act smart. Across the board, right? You can't have any of these pieces out of alignment. For real though, once you start changing up what you're doing in the day, and it's incremental change. You can make drastic changes. That drastic change comes from the decision. Hey, I'm gonna start changing my life a little bit. I'm gonna start improving it. And then just dial it up. Tighten it. Change your morning, right? Start waking up early. Okay, there you go. Then you get some momentum. Then you start changing your diet. You start reaching out and learning from people. Get on a good program. And then guess what? Then you start training a little bit tighter, a little bit more correct, a little bit more efficient. Then guess what? Then you start changing who you're hanging around. Then your life starts to change. Then your mindset starts to change. Your outlook, the optimistic lens starts opening up. Do that, rinse and repeat every day, no days off. Start to change yourself at a cellular level. And then you look back and it's been 2-3 years. Your body's changed, your life's changed, your mind's changed. It's a beautiful thing. And all you need to do is put your head down and start making small changes. Don't worry about the long game yet. Just worry about today. In SEAL training, they say something interesting. When you're going through selection, they say, hey, just make it to your next meal. People in the military know through selection pipelines, they call it meal to meal. Meal to meal. And that goes with anything in life. If you're in a real tough spot, people that have been through legal problems or real stress, man, just get to the next meal. Do what you gotta do, act correct, and get to the next meal. Get to the next meal. It's a good tool to make sure you stay present, right? Because anxiety reigns supreme when you're thinking about the future. Things you can't control, projected fears, that's all you're doing. You're living in depression if you're worried about the past, things you can't change. Stay present, stay acting correct, making smart decisions in the here and now, and then the next step, and then the next step. That's all you gotta do. Eat that elephant one bite at a time. And then you look up, and what do you know? Things have changed. Talking about that fasting, man.
It was an experience, dude. You get real with yourself really fast.
Yeah.
You start finding out like what you're capable of mentally, dude, because it's all on you. Just like everything else in life. But it is like you're so laser focused and you're wondering. You really come to find out like what you need in life and what you don't, and what we do just to fill our time was void, like being bored, dude. Like I would be cruising throughout the day, and I'd be like, I gotta go do something because I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, because you're not eating.
Yeah,
That's a really big point. If you haven't tried fasting, like Jimmy's bringing up, there's a couple things you become very aware of, and it's how much we eat when we're bored. And when you eliminate that, when you eliminate the time of going to restaurants or just eating at the house, and you're just drinking water and you're not eating, you really start to understand how much wasted time and how many empty calories you consume by just boredom. So I wouldn't suggest fasting if you're still trying to build muscle and get through stuff, but if you get to a certain level of muscle and you get your body to a good point of homeostasis, fasting is psychologically important, but also has a lot of benefits for the body, HGH production, and all these different things. Cavemen, they weren't full all the time, right? They were running, hunting woolly mammoths and fighting off saber-toothed tigers and shit, hungry, right? It's hungry mindset. Full mindset that's not a thing. The hungry mindset puts you in a different state, puts you in that aggressive edge.
that's what's crazy. Is like you eat because you're bored, and we all know like food is fuel, but until you realize how little fuel you actually need to operate at a top level, dude. Like 72 hours in, I was working out, hitting cardio, hitting the socks, totally fine.
Yeah.
Laser focus, energy levels were up, all totally fine. People, you go like 4 hours and be like, I'm starving, dude, I'm freaking out. It's like, dude, that's all in your head.
Yeah.
Like you said, obviously you have goals of putting on X amount of weight, that's one thing, but what we actually need in our bodies to function and
operate at a high level,
operate at a high level, you don't need much, dude.
No.
The human body is very, very capable.
No, it's, and caloric intake also. People say, hey man, I'm too low in calories. Man, I eat 1,900, 2,000 calories a day. I'm 220 pounds, right? That's just to kind of give people a scope. When you start, not all calories are created equal also.
Yeah.
You're gonna have nutrient dense, whole foods, that's what you wanna focus on. And when you eat that, you need a lot less calories. David, when you're running like a kind of a cut or kind of a big, I mean, how many calories were you eating?
2,100.
Think about that. Think about how big he is, man. What's your height and weight?
At the time when I went down, I was at 2,400 and slowly cut down. I was 235, and then at the end, 6'3", 6'4".
So 6'4", 230, 2,100 calories. Think about that.
200. I was 227 pounds when I finished at 2,100 calories. That cut.
Yeah, and that's exactly kind of about right, because I'm shorter than you. And look, get with people that know this stuff. It's as much a science as it is an art. You got to know what you're doing. You got to feel it out, right? Everybody's not all cookie cutter, but stop wasting your time guessing when you can get your numbers on lock. Reach out, ask. It doesn't mean me, him, anybody here. Ask somebody so you can actually expedite your results, not waste your time. Be efficient with your movement. Be deliberate about your life. Be decisive about your life. Man, take it seriously. Stop just coming in the gym and fucking around. Are you really want to come in here and get results? Or do you just want to try to figure it out in 5 years, maybe, or get with somebody that actually knows and do it faster, right? Do it in 3 months, 6 months. So I'm not about wasting my time. I don't know if you are.
It's all about what you're eating too, you know, like 2,100 calories actually it's hard to eat when you're eating whole foods.
Yeah.
And you're cutting all the carbs out because I was on a cut, you know, so every week, you know, I'm cutting like 25 to 50 grams of carbs per meal.
Yeah.
So it's like, then you find yourself, you're at like 400 grams of protein.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, actually, you know what I mean?
It's easy.
But then you could turn around and eat 2,100 grams of carbs and 2 brownies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
It's
a good
like,
point.
so
Yeah.
it's all about what you're eating, man. I had no refined carbs. My carbs are coming from Brussels sprouts, bell peppers, blueberries. Dude, it was, you know what I mean? Cottage cheese. Like, bro, it's a really mean and lean diet, dude. It was all, you know what I mean? All chicken. Bro, but I mean, dude, I was 227. That was like good weight.
And high energy too.
Dude.
Yeah, and high energy. When you're eating correctly,
good,
man, your energies are good.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll have clients on the program and they'll be like, hey man, my calories are too low. I'm using this. I'm like, yeah, but before, man, you're eating In-N-Out burger, man, you're getting 2,000 calories in 2 sandwiches, man, 2 hamburgers.
Animal fries
and stuff. Dude, that's not the business. Everybody knows they're feeling better when they eat right. Be deliberate about what you're putting in your body. Be deliberate about what you're consuming in your mind. There's multiple diets here.
Yeah, a lack of discipline and eating In-N-Out. You can have a body like mine, or you can be disciplined like these guys. And, no, but Josh, you went through a serious like kind of change in diet and lifestyle. I mean, I see kind of your trajectory.
Yeah, and mine.
What did you find that worked for you? I mean, what did you change up to kind of get more cut, more healthy, feeling good? What did you cut out?
Watching my calories.
Yeah.
How you guys are just talking, like the carbs, how Dave was just saying, like, dude, like I always, being half Asian, like half Filipino, I have white rice with everything.
Yeah.
Those have been my carbs.
Yeah.
For years. I try to have just one meal with white rice a day.
Yeah.
But the rest is like bell peppers, and your fruits,
Yeah.
and carbs, fruits,
vegetables,
natural sugars, instead of fucking like processed shit. Like that's the thing. Like, and what sucks too is now it's like I try to tell people to eat as healthy as possibly can, and even stuff like Sprout where you think it's organic, like there's so much shit coming out that like, yeah, you know it's healthy, but even the produce is being sprayed by pesticides and shit like that. Or it's like, dude, it sucks. So I just advise eat the healthiest way possible. Anything that was living or breathing, eat that shit. Stay away from anything that's processed in a processed factory.
Being deliberate about your nutrition. Also, like Josh was talking about, man, you can go eat at a farmer's market, go buy food at a farmer's market and still be buying processed stuff. You can also, I've seen fat people at the farmer's market, man. They're eating high quality stuff, but the wrong percentages, the incorrect calories.
They're eating till they're full.
Yeah, they're eating, it's not just about what you're eating, it's about how you're eating, right? So have a game plan. You don't build a house without a blueprint. Man, so don't try to build your body up and build your life up without a blueprint. Let's build it together. That's the thing. Reach out. This is what we do. This is what I love to do. This is what these guys love to do. If it's not me, reach out to somebody here. Get with somebody that you resonate with, that you like their mindset, and that you want to look like, kind of. And if you want to feel better, well then, let's do it. Reach out. Everybody here has reached out to somebody to get some help. Everybody. There's no such thing as a self-made man. That shit does not exist.
Nope.
This is community, this is tribe. Everybody's here, man. That's why you gotta be around the right people. Build the tribe you want. If you live in a fucking place with losers, everybody's hanging out at the fucking bar going absolutely fucking nowhere, which everybody here has done. Everybody here has been that guy. If that subconscious voice, that authentic voice is God is speaking to you going, hey man, you're better than this, do something, fucking cut it, change it, right? That's not your diet anymore. Change your life, reach out, start building your tribe. That's what the beautiful thing about this social media is, man. You can build a network nationwide, international wide, if you want to, but you gotta be deliberate about it.
That's the most important part. Changing your circle of friends. Yeah. Even after I got sober, I was kicking around kind of dirtbags.
Yeah.
I was still partying. I wanted to still go out and have fun, but it's like, okay, if I want to take my life seriously, met Jimmy in the gym. I've known him for years, but never actually like met him.
Yeah.
You know, and then once I started coming around, like he was starting to get cut. He's always been cut, but it's like changing my circle of friends. That's what's motivated me. To watch what I'm eating and how I work out and stuff. And the thing I like, not just about the discipline and gym and fitness, is God.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it should be everyone's main foundation is faith, because it's like, dude, without God, we're just a random vessel.
I agree.
You know, I think it's good to have that faith-based thing that, you know, keeps us strong, because without God, I wouldn't be at
I agree.
you know,
100%.
with my brand, with fitness, with whatever, like, God. Always.
You'll start to feel when you live that aligned, when you start walking that aligned divine path, which I talked about, that divine design, and when your desired outcomes are aligned with your actions, that's when you're in full alignment. That's when you start tapping into that higher energy. That's when the universe, the authentic voice of God, starts speaking to you clearly and correctly. Man, and then you start applying it, you start acting on it in the right ways, magical things start to happen. Those universal principles start to take effect. The universe starts working for you, not against you. You're not stacking karmic debt by living wrong and doing wrong. Now, guess what? positive things start coming to you because you're positive, right? You have that optimistic lens.
And you gotta stay in the word.
Stay
Always
in
stay in the word. So my grandma always gave me advice. It's like your number one priority is God.
Yeah.
Always. After that's your spouse, because your spouse is the one that takes care of that.
Yeah.
After your spouse is your kids, then your business, and then your friends and everything else after that. But number one thing is God, because what I've noticed about my brand, I get super stressed out.
Yeah.
And normally, like this last week, I've been super stressed with my brand. And the past 3 weeks, I haven't been going to church. I haven't been in the book.
Things start to fall,
Yeah, things start to fall. The devil starts to attack because when
Speed wobble, bro.
Yeah, when I'm starting to level up, the devil's like, okay, I don't want that for you. I'm gonna take that away. And you're not in the word. Satan's like, okay, I can take you away a lot easier because you're not focused on the main thing that got you there. You know, and then when I actually get into the word, when I pray with my dad, when I talk to him, when I just go to church or meetings or whatever, it's like, okay, I have my purpose right here, and then everything else. That's after that.
Hey, the devil doesn't fuck with people at the bottom, only people on the way up and at the top. You got that. You gotta stay in that.
If you don't have God, the devil already did his work.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't even fuck.
That's deep, bro.
You know,
I like that.
but it's real. Like most of my past friends that only believe in the devil or have no God at all, that they're not doing fine, but they're fucking miserable.
Yeah.
You know, because the devil has you where he wants you to be. But I've noticed the guys who have God get stressed out the most, like feel the most attacked because that's the devil coming after the stronger.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to take you down.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's true. Like
Listen to these principles, man. Be smart. We talk about. So look, beautiful day, good people. It's a lifestyle. Staying in the word, changing those incremental things, incremental progress every day, all the time. That's all it is. It's the only game. It's the only game there is. It's the only game that keeps that mind right and that heart right. Have a great day today.